Hi everybody, it's Rhiannon. It's Tuesday. I want to apologize firstly by flaking last week. Last week was so busy at work, both jobs, and I was barely home, and I recorded the video. I thought I uploaded the video, went about my week, realized on Houston's video that I had not uploaded the video. It was like, I will upload this video as soon as I get home. And then I never made it home that night until like late and crashed. And then from that point on, the whole week was just shot to hell. So anyway, this week's topic is haunted objects. And I have not had a whole lot of experience when it comes to true haunted objects, when it comes like spiritual, a ghost or an entity attached to the object. I have not had a lot of experience there. I find it completely fascinating. I do a lot of reading on like those stories. You see in pop culture now, you see Annabelle, and you know that there's a museum. I think it's up north. With the Warrens, they had a museum of all these haunted objects, and I find that completely fascinating. Would I want to go see the museum? Maybe. I am a little paranoid about that kind of stuff, to the point that I wouldn't even walk across the street from Amityville if you asked me to and paid me $1 million. So certain things like that, I'm a little worried. I'm a little funny about. So I haven't had a lot of experience when it comes to actually possessing an object that was haunted. However, I do believe that there are different forms of haunting, and I believe that energy haunts. And there was a couple that we knew that went through a divorce, and there was so much bad energy in that home, but they were getting rid of something that they didn't have room for, and we needed one, so my husband took it and ended up not using it the way he thought he was going to use it, so it just kind of sat in the house. Hang on a minute, sorry. So it just kind of sat in the house. But what I noticed, and I didn't even really realize it, was that he and I started arguing a whole lot more with this thing in the house. And so I was talking to him about it. I'm like, are you going to use it? And he was like, probably not. It doesn't fit. And I was like, all right, well, we kind of need to get rid of it. I said, have you not noticed that we're arguing more since this thing came in the house? And he kind of paused, and he was like, he's like, I think you're right. So it was the energy from their house that was attached to that object that came into our home and caused the same amount of chaos. So we got rid of it. And I mean, we bicker. Every husband and wife bickers, but it was nothing like that. And so we got rid of it. So I believe that absolutely energy can haunt an object. If you want to use the term haunt. It's why I'm very particular, and some people are very particular about energy and people touching their crystals and people touching their magical tools, because you work with them all the time. It's your energy. But if someone comes in and just picks up something, it can change that balance. And if they're coming from a negative place, it could put negativity on your objects and haunt your objects, so to speak. I mean, I have a lot of things in my office at work to kind of keep myself balanced, and people come in and touch them all the time, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, get your hands off my shit. So I cleanse my stuff at work quite a bit. Home, it's not as big of a deal, but I've known people who have had things in their home that they said were haunted. I remember it mostly when I was a child. My grandmother had a kitchen witch, and it was those little handmade witches that you would hang in your kitchen for luck. And she believed full force that thing was haunted. She bought it at the flea market, so it might have been. And when she brought it in, and if I remember right, I was really young. So if I remember right, when she bought it, her partner fell. My uncle fell. His apartment caught on fire, and he fell out of a window, saving his cat. Both survived, but he broke his back. And then my godmother also fell and hurt herself coming out of my home. So within a few months, I guess, several people had fallen and hurt themselves, and she blamed the kitchen witch. Whether or not it was anything to do with the kitchen witch, couldn't tell you. But she got rid of the kitchen witch and nobody else fell and broke anything. So she was convinced it was the kitchen witch. Might have been the kitchen witch. But those are just a few stories. Mostly, like I said, mine is energy. I believe that energy can haunt objects, and you can bring those things into your home, and you just need to get rid of them just like you would any haunted object. And granted, some haunted objects are probably way more haunted than just tossing it out, because everything is different. But if you've got something that you feel is haunted and it's making you uncomfortable and no amount of cleansing is doing anything for it, get rid of it. Bury it off your property. Burn it. Be careful when you burn it, though. Just kind of communicate with guides and make sure that this is the right way that you're doing it. So I'm hoping this helps. At some point, if you guys still want me to do the video for last week, I will upload it. I just didn't want to upload it out of order, so let me know. But until next time, blessed be.